Yeah, welcome back. It's your boy Gat Cognac back with another video. Now, people have been asking me to put a PS4 collection video out because I picked up a lot of PS4 games in the last couple years. So it's finally that time. I've got all these games right here. They're all cluttered up. It's about that time for me to finally fix these things up and eventually sort them all out right here. So of all these games, well over 200 games. We're trying to get through all of them in one video and kind of like put out all the info that I can about these games. So sit back and enjoy. All right, let's go. Let's get it. All right, we're gonna start off. I'm just gonna give you guys a little disclaimer. I'm gonna actually do this in two parts because I got a lot of VR games and that's gonna take up a lot of time. So we'll do that in a separate video. So basically, we're gonna start off. A lot of these games I bought during the GameStop deal, so I got them for dirt cheap. First things first, I'm gonna show you the stuff that I got for that's a limited or collector's edition. So we'll start off real quick with Sonic Colors Ultimate right here. This one comes with a keychain. This is a remake of the Wii version of Sonic Colors, so it's supposed to be like supposed to play a lot better, you know, play a lot smoother. So yeah, that's the first one. Pretty light up in there. The only thing that comes with is a keychain, but I got it for I think Black Friday for 20 bucks, so you can't beat that. So there it is, Sonic Colors Ultimate right there. Next up, we got Kingdom Hearts all-in-one package, another Black Friday sale. I believe they dropped this down to either 20 or even 15. So I copped that. This has all the Kingdom Hearts in there. I've been waiting for them to actually drop one like this where it has every single game from DS to PS2 to PS3, etc. And Kingdom Hearts 3. So like not bad for $20 for all the games. Just pissing me off that like, man, they had remade this or they had came out with so many versions and I bought them all and then they come out with this to piss me off. But hey, it was cheap enough, so cool. Next up, I got this right here, I believe at Best Buy. Akiba strip right here, a part of the Akiba series. There's a pretty hefty collection right here, man. Still sealed like all the other ones I got. So it's supposed to come with the soundtrack, the art book, and then the game. So basically, it's kind of one of those weird type of games, man. I can't even tell you exactly what it's about, but it's kind of like these like open world type of games right here. I think the other one has like to do with zombies and stuff like that. But yeah, one of the weird games. Strip battles, whatever, man. Like, well, you know those Japanese games where they like, you know, the more you get hurt, fucking the more your clothes fall off. So that's one of those games. That's the best way I can explain it. Anyways, keep a strip, and I got this pretty cheap as well. I think they clearance this down to like 20-30 bucks, something like that, so I copped it. This was something I think I actually bought this for like 20 bucks at GameStop. This kind of guy with jet girls. I think it's this jet ski game, but you know, you just play as like fucking anime chicks and shit like that. But I got it for hella cheap. GameStop had the deal. I think I bought this used and it still came sealed as new. And I got it for $20, so I couldn't pass that up, man. Come on. So that was cool. Anyways, next up we got RE or Re Zero, Prophecy of the Throne, Day One Edition. I think they dropped this down to like 30 or 40, I don't remember. Best Buy's had it sitting there, so I just grabbed it. It's one of those visual novel, you know, Japanese visual novel games. There's so many of those games. I don't know why I buy them, but you buy them for the art, right? It's collector's edition, so sealed, Asian owned. Spike Chunsoft, they always come out with the most random stuff. One of the games I actually opened up is actually Final Fantasy VII Remake Deluxe Edition. I got this on day one because I had to, man. So, bam, cop that. Comes with the soundtrack, steelbook case. Comes with the DLC items, the summon materia, and it comes with a art book. So if you see me on one of the load pickup videos, I picked this up. I kind of show what's inside on that one. I'm not going to do it here because of time constraints, but it's cool, man. They'll actually, like, the box, man, I don't know, man. It seems to attract hella dust and fingerprints. That's the only thing that's annoying about this box, but other than that, it's pretty cool. Here's a game I got right here. I think I got this for, yeah, 50 bucks, I guess. I don't know. I just at GameStop. This was way back when, and like I ended up buying this because I had nothing to do, nothing to buy. This came up. This was years ago, so I got this on the Vita as well, but that one's open. All right, next up we got the big boy right here. This is the Final Fantasy Type 0 HD collection, PS4. Got this from the Square Enix store. I paid up for it, man. I paid full price for it. There's a time when I was actually paying up for like collector's editions before I stopped. So yeah, man, it's pretty cool. Comes with a good old some cards. Comes with a steel book. Comes with 200-page manga, an art book. I think they're both the same. Yeah, but it's hefty, man. This is probably like, I don't know, 3 pounds right here, 3-4 pounds. So next up, we got another big boy right here. This is the King of Fighters Burn to Fight Premium Collection. So got that from GameStop when that first came out. I love me some King of Fighters, man, and King of Fighters never did a special edition before. So this is like one of the first like limited collector's editions that came out in the US. So I had to get that, man. This one comes with the art book, 3-disc soundtrack, steel book. So yeah, man. It's like there's the only one they made, and then the next one they never made it. So it's like I had to get this one was by Atlas too. So I was like, man, you don't even see this around. So one of my favorites, man, in my collector's edition item for PS4. There it is. All right, I guess you could say this is my survival horror or just horror titles right here. Bam. How's that? There you go. I got two, the remothered White Day. I got two. I ended up copping one for like 20 bucks. And then one of my subscribers actually sent me a copy of White Day. And then I got one on PS5 now too. So I don't know what the hell is going on. So it was one of those Korean horror games they made. Those are pretty damn good, man. So I do want to open one of these up and play them eventually. Daymare is another game that's on my backlog. I do really want to play because there's a new one coming out. This one's actually, inspired by Resident Evil. So the people that made this game, like they was basically trying to make a Resident Evil 2 remake, and they got shut down, so they ended up making this. So that was pretty cool. Remothered and Broken Porcelain. These are kind of like clock tower clones. Best thing I can explain about them. Next stack, I just call this like the puzzlers. This one's called Ether Borne. Got this around last year. I think it was like for 10 bucks. But puzzle game, best I can say about it. Human Fall Flat, another puzzler game right there, similar to the other one. I don't play too much puzzler games, but Talos Principle is a game that I wanted to get for a while. They had this on like for basically 10 bucks a pop. So I ended up getting this. This is like a walking simulator puzzler game though. So it's cool. Here's a kind of like I could say exploration and puzzling game, but you're kind of like under the water. You're like swimming around trying to solve puzzles and stuff like that. So I just picked up this one recently, like couple months ago, but they have the other one, the sequel that came out too. So I do want to play these two games. I hear they're not the best games, but they're good time killer because they don't take too long to beat. So next up, I call this just a shitty pile. Like these games are so garbage, it's not even worth talking about. I got Arcania Complete Tale. Picked this up in Arizona. It's for $5, so nothing to say about it. Extinction, I think this was for $5 as well at Best Buy, so I just picked it up. I don't know if the game is good or not, but I think it's garbage. I think it's Hell Warders right here. Another game I found was for hella cheap, like $5. So snatched that up. Supposed to be an RPG. So ended up finding these at NIS America. They were for like 30 bucks. So I bought a couple. I remember at one point this game was like $100 something, man. So one of the homies told me about this, and He's like, hey, pick it up. So I'm buying a couple copies. I gave a couple copies to the homies for like Christmas. So now I got 2 copies right here. I just got this recently. Y'all saw this on my recent pickups. Turn Up Boy. You know, another like, this one's a 2D game. I don't know why I put it up as it's a puzzling game. It's a puzzler, but whatever. It's 2D, so it still counts. This one's one of those like 2D. I think it's a puzzler, side scroller. But I haven't really played this game, man. The Cotton series is pretty known like back in the days. It's like a remake. Yep. Another Cotton game, Cotton Fantasy. I got these for like $15 a pop, and it was on sale last year. So this got a side scroller shoot 'em up. I guess they're all side scroller shoot 'em ups. So that counts as the same 2D side scroller shoot 'em up games. Here's a side scroller game right here, Fist. I wanted this on PS5, but ended up getting it for this right here. It's whatever. Looks like a tight game though, man. Definitely a game I would mess with. You just play as this like bunny. There's a rabbit right here. Side scrolling, kicking ass, platforming and stuff. Wild Guns Reloaded is a remake from a Super Nintendo game. So basically, kind of like a Contra if you ask me. But yeah. Wonder Boy, Asha and Monster World. I did get to play this a little bit. This game is another like remake from an old school. Yep, and it's even got an extra game in there right here for a download code at least. But it's not bad of a game. Kind of gives me like what's it called? What's that game? Fuck, I don't know what the fuck that game is called. The fucking genie chick. Whatever. And then Dragon's Crown I got recently too. So a lot of these games is gonna be like a revisit. Like somebody wanted me to make this video, but I didn't feel like it was necessary because you guys can just see all this like recently, man. Anyways, next up I got I call these like the cinematic games. So Dark Pictures, Little Hope. You kind of just pick what happens in this game and you just watch it. Same thing for Detroit. I do want to play them, man. Detroit, I hear, is pretty damn good. So, I like this chick right here, man. She played in one of those shows with Kevin Bacon up in there called The Following. So, she plays this psychopath bitch, but she's a good actor. So, I've been wanting to play that. Detroit Become Human. Speaking of side scroller, shoot 'em up. I forgot to put these up in there. Darius HD, I got for like $15 last year. So, that's cool to have. And then Raiden, I got this for like $25. This is a Korean version, so I bought it just because of the Korean version. You don't really see this often, like at a GameStop where it's like not American. So this pile right here, I call it just a strategy or tactics RPG titles. Mainly tactics. Sky 5, you already know. This is like one of the most known tactics games out there. Yep. Strategy RPG. God Wars is another one. Basically, tactics, strategy. Grand Kingdom, another one. These are more like Japanese anime type of tactics games. So, that was made by NIS America. Both of them are. Actually, all 3 of them are. Yep, those are NIS games. I should have just labeled them as NIS games, but I want to keep it in order. Romance of the 3 Kingdoms and Nobunaga's Ambition. Both of these games are Koei Tecmo games, and they're known for their Dynasty series, but these are more tactical instead of like hack and slash and all that stuff. So I'm not a big fan of tactics games, but I just bought them because they're cheap. Then since we're on the Koei Tecmo, we might as well do the other. Like Samurai Warriors, I ended up getting the special anime pack. I got this when it first came out, so pretty rare. Samurai Warriors 4 comes with Blu-ray. Pretty hard to find because this was also like super low print. I think I might have bought this from Fry's Electronics. I don't remember. Spirit Sonata. I remember I got this like 4 for $20 or something like that. So another one of those deal titles. Can't beat it when you get some of these Warriors titles for that price. And then Warriors All-Stars. This is one that I really wanted to play because this one has like all of the Koei Tecmo characters up in there, all in one. Kind of like a Warriors Orochi, but with all the Koei Tecmo characters. So I do want to play that. Blade Storm is another Koei Tecmo type of Dynasty Warriors clone. So, original one came out on like the OG 360, so this is like the next, the sequel to it. And then Samurai Warriors 4-2. This one's kind of rare, man. It's kind of hard to find. It's not expensive, just hard to find. So I was finally able to find one of these. I believe I was up in San Diego when I found this, right? So I copped it. This is part of the buy two get one sale or something like that. Next up, I have what I call just the Mech games. Sakura Wars, kind of like a visual novel RPG, but it involves mechs. So I put it in this title genre. So it comes with like stickers and all that stuff, this game. Pretty cool. Gundam versus, you already know, I don't need to explain this. This is basically the mech game. Here's New Gundam Breaker, another Gundam battle game. And then Metal Wolf Chaos, man. This game was like super rare because it was exclusive to Japan in basically, you know, on OG Xbox. So they actually remade this. And the messed up part is like this is the only physical is on PS4. The one on Xbox is still digital. That's stupid as shit, but whatever, man. I ended up getting it on this because I needed the physical copy. So this is a pretty cool game right here. You play as a mech, but you're the president of the United States, and you kind of just ride around killing everybody. Normally, you know, the president doesn't fight, but like in the Japanese eyes, they're like, yeah, the president has a mech. Like, so it's pretty funny when you see like how the Japanese like pictures, like, you know, how Americans are. We've got the Yakuza series right here. Yakuza 0. They created this out of thin air because they had all these games that came out, and then bam, they're like, let's just create a 0, like make it as a prequel or something like that. Then we got Kiwami, which is a remake of the first game. So this is a steelbook copy. I actually got the steelbook. Well, I got the slip from Hyphy Gold, and then basically I found the game when they had the 4-4 sale. So this one doesn't have the bonus disc to it, but I ain't really tripping. I'm just happy that I finally got the slip coverage of this. So shout out to Hyphy Gold for hooking this up right here. They've got Yakuza 2. I got this along with the 4-4 sale back then, and I've been sitting on this for a while until Hyphy Gold found the case for me for this too. So good looking out. And then recently he actually found me the steelbook to it. So eventually I'll shift this over to that when I find the cover or slip cover to this. So cool. Appreciate it, man. Then we got the Yakuza Remaster Collection, which I still feel like I paid up for it because it's way cheaper now. But I got it on clearance. This one comes with 345, so kind of weird. They could have just pumped them out separately to make it look better, but this one comes with 345, and it's really not much of a remaster, this one, compared to the Kiwami ones. It's kind of like a port with better graphics. Yakuza 6 right here. This is one of the newer titles. So part of the Yakuza family, this is the last Yakuza game they made in the mainline series, and now it just is Kiwami and all the other stuff. I mean, not Kiwami, the Ishin titles and stuff. So it's cool. Then we got Beat Takashi Kitano. This is a real guy right here. He was one of the main guys. Like if you watch Japanese Yakuza flicks, he always plays the mafia boss. One of the best movies I ever watched was called Brother, and he played that in that with Omar Epps. Good ass movie. If you guys watch that, shout out to you guys. One of the best movies I ever watched. All right, I call this like the Soulsborne, Dark Souls type of games stack right here. Cold Vein. This came out a few years ago. They dropped this down to like $10, something like that. That's when I got it. But yeah, best I can explain about it is like Monster Hunter meets Souls titles. Same thing for God Eater. I got 2 and 3 right here. These are like Monster Hunter / Dark Soul games where, you know, you gotta fight a fucking enemy that has hella fucking life and it takes forever to kill. Tokiden Kiwami is kind of like that as well, but you're slaying demons. So this one's a Koei Tecmo game. Lords of Fallen, man, they got a new one coming out. I recently just picked this up, but this is another kind of Dark Souls type of game. Pretty difficult, but not as hard as Souls. But it's, I don't know, man, like it's a lot slower. Like your character, it's very clunky, but I beat the hell out of it though. It was still fun. Then we got Bloodborne, which is a main like Souls title exclusive for from From Software. I've been wanting to play this, man. After I finish Elden Ring, I'm definitely gonna pop this game in. Been wanting to play this for a solid minute, man. This is what I call the shooter titles right here. The shooting stack. I don't have too much shooters. I don't have any Call of Duty games on here, but yeah, I don't really play those, man. I got The Order right here. This is a hate it or love it game. Like a lot of people hate the game. Some people like it. I haven't gotten to play it yet, but it's like a cinematic shooter type of title. Earth Defense Force is a weird shooter game, but it's a multiplayer game. This is another hate it or love it title right here. You're basically just shooting like ants and shit. Shooting like bugs, but it's hella fun when you play multiplayer with it. This one's kind of over the top, the 4.1 series, but still a cool game. I played almost all these Earth Defense Force games. Ghostbusters, you know, is a multiplayer. You're shooting the photon cannon. But this game is mainly if you want to play multiplayer. That's where the fun is. Ghostbusters right there. It's another shooter game, multiplayer. This similar to like the Akiba game though. Like your clothes get ripped off if you get hurt and shit. That's real popular in Japan because you know they like that pervert shit, that hentai shit. Yeah. So I actually got this recently as well when they got the 4 for sale. Tower of Guns was a buy 2 get 1, or I don't remember. It was another sale that I got recently, so I was hella happy to get this because, like, man, I've been looking for this game for a while. So this is a first-person shooter, bullet hell, first-person, like, yeah, bullet hell shooter game. So pretty interesting. Far Cry 5. I got this like as a bundle, so I just kept it. But yeah, need no explanation right here. This is Far Cry, good stuff. Bulletstorm, I just got this from Easy Gamer. He sent it to me, sealed. I've been wanting to play this because this is basically like a Gears of War clone. Yep, Bulletstorm. Made by the Gears of War people, I think, right? So, anyways, Wolfenstein 2. I got all the Wolfensteins on Xbox, so this came with a bundle as well with the Far Cry, so I just kept it. But yeah, this is a great game, man. The newer Wolfenstein games are pretty damn good. Left Alive, I think I bought this game just because it kind of reminded me of like Metal Gear, like the art right here. So, pretty cool. It's like a little shooter game right here. And then we got World War Z. I got like the Ultimate Edition on Xbox now, but I got this way before that. So another like multiplayer shooter game. I've been wanting to play this, man. Especially the Tokyo level. That level looks hella good. So, based on the movie. Left 4 Dead wannabe, basically. Killzone Shadowfall. No need for explanation. Alright. This stack right here, I don't know what to call it. I just call it like the Fighters, Brawlers type of stack. So, first off, I got both of the Attack on Titans. It's not exactly a brawler, but it's kind of in that category because like these titles, man, like these anime games all play kind of the same, you know? They're all like fighting. So, but you know, except you're fighting like giants and shit. Black Clover is a action like brawler fighter. So 4 versus 4, made by Namco. And then we got Under Night and Rebirth, which is basically like a Guilty Gear clone. So 2D fighter. I got that pretty recently. Jump Force. I got this off from this kid. I traded like a monitor for this and a bunch of other games he had. So Jump Force is basically most of the Shonen Jump anime characters fighting each other. Shonen Jump is a Japanese comic book series that shows all of the the anime. So this is another one, J Stars, basically Jump Stars. So it's kind of like basically Jump Force. There's another version. So you got all of the famous comic characters on there, like Hunter x Hunter, One Piece. I got this like for $13 way back when at Target. So had this forever. Got my boy Hiei up in there, man. Yu Yu Hakusho is where it's at though. I got Dissidia NT. This is like the Super Smash Brothers for Final Fantasy right here. Yep. There's the other one, but I don't have that one. Guilty Gear RDX. Guilty Gear basically is Axis's fighter. Kill la Kill. I got this recently as well. Another one of these like fighters. If you're into the anime, like most of the anime games, they're so lazy. You just make them into fighters. It's funny. Like here's another one, Seven Deadly Sin. It's like an action adventure fighter game right here. So they're super lazy when it comes to like anime titles, man. They just make them on the fighters and brawlers. Blaze Blue. Blaze Blue is another like Guilty Gear clone. So I'm not a big fan, but I end up just getting them because they're cheap. Then we got Nitro Blasters. Kind of like another brawler. Another freaking 2D fighting game. This is my like open world type of games. GTA, no need for explanation. That's open world. Sandbox game. Death Stranding, you already know what this is. I got this for like a few dollars at a garage sale. Yeah, this is basically a walking simulator, open world. No need to explain. Cyberpunk 2077, biggest letdown on the planet, but they patched it up. So I've been wanting to play this. This is another open world type of game. And Days Gone. This is another game I've wanted to play. Very slept on. This is like another like World War Z type of title. So open world, survival. Cool game. Horizon Zero Dawn. I don't really have much to say about this game. I never really played it. Like this is another game where it's like love it or hate it. And I just didn't really care for it to play it. So, but open world, kind of like Monster Hunter shit, you know, where you're fighting like machine animals. And then I got Infamous Second Son Limited Edition right here. Another like Sandbox title. So, I doubt the code works, but if it works, let me know. Alright, this is my weird ass game stack right here. Starting with Godzilla, this is like the most expensive game that I have. So this basically just playing as Godzilla killing all the other monsters. You could say this is like a fighter, brawler, but I just keep this as an obscure, weird title, random title. It's not a good game. It's just expensive. A Way Out was a good game, but this is a co-op game right here. It's kind of an interesting game right here too, but I highly suggest playing this game. It is a co-op only game, so you gotta play with a friend. But you basically escape prison in this game, and then you try to like, you know, fight your way or find out, you know, what happened to you and stuff like that. I don't want to spoil the story, so that's why I was gonna give you a brief synopsis. But the co-op is great in this game, man. Like I highly suggest playing A Way Out. And it is a Real Heroes firefighter game. Another obscured, weird title. You're kind of just putting out fires and shit. So I just keep it in this weird stack. Alright. This stack right here, I just call this like the adventure hack and slash title right here. But mainly it's adventurous games. Let's start. Kamiwaza. I've been wanting this game for a while. Way of the Thief. I said before, this is kind of like a Tenchu game, but it's made by the same people. But you're playing as a thief. So you're sneaking around, trying to steal stuff. Uncharted, it's like probably the mainline adventure game. So, Wannabe Tomb Raider, the male Tomb Raider. This one comes with the first 3 games. Now I got the newer one on PS5 that comes with 4 and the side story. Sword Art Online. It's very hard to put your finger on like what this game is. I just call this like kind of, it's not really an RPG. It's like an action RPG, but it's like exploration. So I just put it in there with the adventure category. Berserk is another kind of game. It's hack and slash, but you're running around, progressing in story and shit. So this is another rare game, man. So I was happy to get this. They did reprint this, but I got this for cheaper than the reprint, so I'm happy about that. Shadow of the Colossus is kind of like a it's like a puzzle adventure. It's not exactly a puzzle game, but you know the way you kill these Colossus is it's kind of like a puzzle game. Got to figure out where to go. I just call it an adventure game. Sword Art, you already know. This is the other one. I think this is the first one. So I got Sword Art Fatal Bullet right here. We got all these Sword Art games right here. I think I got them all. Song of the Deep, another exploration. I guess I just call it exploration games, you know. I've been wanting to play this, man. You kind of play as a submarine shooting shit under the sea. Kind of reminds me of like Echo the Dolphin, man. So, Poison Control. This is an NIS game. Kind of like an adventure game. But it's supposed to be pretty interesting. You got the poison shit in this game. I should have put this in the weirdo title, but I got this recently. It's hack and slash, run around type of game. Not the greatest series in the world. Last Guardian, you know, made by basically people that made Ico and Shadow of Colossus. So it's kind of like a platform adventure. I don't know where to put my finger on this, but Nier Automata is one. I call it an adventure game, man. Hack and slash adventure. But Namudi actually sent this game to me like a few years ago. He's like, you need to play this, man, if you haven't. So I finally beat and played this game like a couple months ago, man. Enjoyed it, man. Damn good game. So if you guys haven't played this game, check it out. Pretty interesting. It has RPG elements to it. Has hack and slash. Has like shooter elements. Like it's a strange game, and every time you beat the game, something different happens. So don't want to spoil it for you, but that's a pretty damn good game. Appreciate you, Namudi, for putting me onto this. Nier Replicant was supposed to be the version that came out in PS3, and they basically ported it over to this. So this version, this game is not as good as Automata or Automata or whatever you want to call it. So Devil May Cry, I put it in the same category as action, beat 'em up, hack and slash, adventure, platform. But yeah, so I'm glad I know I got this game now. I keep thinking I don't have it. I was trying to pick it up, but I had it all along. So yeah, this one, you know, they try to reboot fucking Dante, and he's like a teenage kid and shit. Like it didn't get that much good reviews on it, but it was still a pretty interesting game. All right. Got a couple more stacks left. This, I call it the visual novel, mystery visual novel titles right here. So first off, I got Our World Is Ended right here. Visual novel, you just do a lot of reading and shit. A couple choice actions that you do, but nothing crazy. Cult Realize, another one of the visual novel games. It's supposed to be more like a romance type of game though. Non-airy games right here. Yep. Got a lot of these recently, man. Last 2 years I got these, but it's a mystery visual novel. I guess it's supposed to be like a survival game. Kind of like a Squid Game type of game. So you pick your path. A lot of these you just make your choices and then learn the outcome. I'm not a big fan of these games. I just bought them because they're cheap. Silver Case, another mystery detective visual novel game. I got this recently as well. Same thing for this. Got this recently. I'm going past these quick because these are just waste of time even talk about them. Root Film, another mystery visual novel. Danganronpa is probably the more interesting version ones because like they start off as an anime, and an anime is a mystery anime, so you got to figure out who's the killer and all that stuff. So yeah, they got so many copies of these, man. I got a few of them. Death End's Request is basically another version, kind of like a Danganronpa as well. So yeah, interesting visual novel, but except you can actually get to run around and do stuff in this game. But yeah, Twilight Ghost Hunter, another like mystery fucking novel game, man. Like, come the fuck on, there's so many of them. Chaos Child, another one, man. I just gotta fucking go through this shit. It's crazy. Yeah. Another Danganronpa right here. This one's more rare, so I got this like a couple months back. Bam. Got this in January, actually. So, another one of these games. Very uninteresting games, man. Whoever enjoys these, man, I mean, hey. This one has more like a puzzler to it, too. But still like a mystery game. Yeah, those are the mystery titles, man. Get that shit out of the way and we'll get to the good stuff. Alright, this, I just call these like platformers and shit like that. Platform slash, I guess it can still count as like adventures. I don't know where to put them, so fuck them. Just random ass shit. Alright, how about that? Bladed Fairy. It's kind of like a side scroller, actually. So, Medieval. This is kind of like the remake of the PS1 game. Kind of hack and slash game. Got Gravity Rush. This is like a port from the Vita edition. So, kind of an adventure title. Origami. It's like a side scroller adventure. Plays like a ninja. Actually, I don't even think it's side scroller, but it's kind of like Tenchu actually. It's like a ninja game. So it has some stealth to do with it. I wish I got like the paper box edition with the soundtrack and all that. This is an adventure RPG, Shenmue 3. Been wanting to beat this game, but you know, like, it takes a lot of patience to play this game, man. So, I'm not sure if they took away the QTEs in this game or not, but it took so long to make this third game, man. Monkey King, I'm pretty sure this game is garbage as shit, but I just bought it because I like the Monkey King lore. So, I can't even tell you what this game is about, honestly. Rise of the Tomb Raider. I should have just left this on my VR pile, but, you know, this is definitely an adventure game right here. Yep. This one comes with the little art book, but I don't want to take it out. Deadpool is like a very interesting game. I kind of put this in the Nier category. The Nier Automata category. It's so weird because like Deadpool kind of like breaks the fourth dimension and shit. So it's a pretty cool game, man. This game definitely nails Deadpool. So it's a pretty interesting game. So as you can see, I got all these RPG titles right here. So we're going to get started right now. Woo! That's a lot. Because that's what I mainly freaking collect for on the PlayStation 4. So of course, I'm going to get those. Alright. First off, we got the Yakuza Series. This is the 8th chapter. So, got the soundtrack in there. I had to replace the case so I get, you know, the soundtrack in one. What about that? I know I paid a decent amount for that game, because that game never goes down. Zero Time Dilemma. This game, this should have been, like, I should have put this in, like, the mystery title, but fuck it, you know? Dot Hack GU Last Code. Basically, this is, like, the 3 games that came out for PS2. I do not know why they didn't just remake the first 4 games and they came out with this shit. You know, like the first 4 games were like the mains. They came out with this. Like, what the fuck, you know? And then they got 13 Sentinels Aegis Rim right here. This is supposed to be a pretty damn good game. This is kind of like a visual novel too, but it's a pretty good story to an RPG game. So, yeah, by Atlas. I just got that game for free. Aegis of Earth. It's a random RPG game. You're supposed to build like your city or something like that. Kind of like an RTS, seems like. So, probably not the best to be putting in the RPG title, but hey. Kiba's Beat. I showed you guys the other one over there. But, not exactly an RPG, but it's an anime fucking title. Yeah, I fucked up. Anyways, Ark of the Alchemist. I got these for like hella cheap. I think they sent me doubles. So I got 2 of them. Now they're kind of expensive. These are the Idea Factory games. Now I got Adler Rising 1 and 2. I need part 3. So these are kind of climbing up in price, but they did reprint them. Supposed to be a really good series, man. And we got Persona Strikers and Persona 5 Royal right here. Got the Royal Edition Steelbook. You already know, part of the Persona / Shin Megami series. So if you guys don't know this game, I don't know what the hell. You know, everyone knows this game now. They got Omega Quintet right here. Not the best game. I don't know why I bought it. I think it's got it because it's on sale. So, yeah. Anime titles, man. A lot of the anime titles are a hit or miss. Got War Groove right here. This is a turn-based RPG game. So, back to the roots. 2D graphics, though. But I bought it because I like that it had a strategy. Like, it had a manual. So, which is cool. It was super cheap. Anyways. Super Neptunia RPG. And we got Neptunia Dimension. These games. Freaking... got them recently. The Neptunia series. I don't even think I would want to play the games. I just bought them just because. Here's Final Fantasy 15 Royal. Right here. Can't go wrong with that. Knights of the Azure. I got this a while ago, but I just found the case to it. So, pretty happy about that. But yeah. JRPG by Koei Tecmo, man. I actually had 2 copies of Neptunia. So. Tokyo Xanadu I got recently. It's a random exploration RPG game. Metal Max Xeno, you kind of play as tanks and all that stuff. It's like a tank RPG. Something I got recently, you already know, man. Super happy to get this. So, strategy RPG. Got Destiny Connect. Got that like a couple months ago as well. This I can't put my finger on what the hell is about. I know about time travel, but I'm not sure exactly what you do in the game. Tales of Symphonia. This is the best version to play. I got that for 20 bucks at Best Buy. Super happy about that. Catherine Full Body. I got it $17.99 way back when. Catherine's a pretty interesting game. So, not exactly an RPG. I say it's more a visual novel, but it's an Atlas title. Mary Skelter. This is kind of like a card dungeon crawler game. So, dungeon crawler RPG. Let's see. Got Clandon Returns. This is Sengoku. It's like a 2D 16-bit action RPG game. Got 2 copies of these as well. Azure Lane. So, got these like when they were hella cheap on the website. Like I said, they sent me 2 copies. They fucked up. So I was like, fuck it. Then we got Secret of Mana remake. Been wanting to play that, man. So, good stuff. Shin Megami Tensei 3. This is basically a port from PS2. They say it's HD remastered, but the graphics really ain't as good. Star Ocean, I don't need to explain. Star Ocean is one of my favorite RPG series. So, look at this Tales games. Got Tales of Berseria and Tales of Zestiria. So, you already know how the Tales games are. I hear like this one's like one of the darker Tales games right here. Like you see a lot of death in that game. You got Alliance Alive right here. There's a remake or HD remaster of the DS game. Blue Reflection, man. Maybe this game eventually will go up hella high. But as of now, nothing yet. It's pretty cheap, so you guys can still copy. Adler Sophie 2. I still need part 1. But I did cop this when they dropped it down to 30 bucks. Got this for hella cheap. 10 bucks. Dragon Quest 11. Then we got Final Fantasy 12 Zodiac Age. I actually got this one since the Game Hunting came to town. So we kind of like doubled up to try to get the 4 for 20 whatever. Then we got, is it wrong to pick up girls in a dungeon? And Genso Wanderer Toho. Weird ass titles. I don't want to play none of these games, but fuck it. Trails of Cold Steel is a game I would play. I do like the Legend of Hero games. So, got this a while ago. Then I got the Cold Steel Part 3. And then I'm missing Part 2, but I got the first one in a steelbook. They had a sale on GameStop, so I picked these all up. So, yeah, that's basically everything that I got. Well, that's all I have for this segment of the video. This is all my regular PS4 games. Next video I will put out is going to be my VR stuff. So be on the lookout for that, because I am trying to go for like a full set, and they're still coming out with games with that. So it'll be a work in progress. I'll show you the games I have now, and then as I get more and more, I'll update that and give you guys like, I don't know, like an update every 6 months or so. I don't know, until I get them all, because I'm going to take my time to collect them. But yeah, man, hope you guys enjoy it. I'll see you on the next one, man. Laters.